Life's storms are unavoidable, but not everyone is swept away by their fury. While some succumb to the downpour, others rise like dancers in the rain, finding rhythm where others see chaos. Today, we embark on a journey into the unyielding resilience of the human spirit, a resilience illuminated by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. Along the way, we'll uncover the 13 habits that mentally strong individuals consciously avoid, offering you tools to navigate life's turbulence with grace and purpose. If you've ever felt crushed under the weight of adversity or reacted impulsively to stress only to regret it later, this exploration is for you. Together, we'll dismantle the barriers holding you back from your highest potential and unlock the reservoir of inner strength within us all. Stay with me as we delve into insights designed not just to steady you in turbulent times, but to propel you forward toward a life of intention and fulfillment. If what you discover resonates, share it with someone who needs it. And if you value this work, consider subscribing. Trust me, you won't want to miss these transformative strategies. Let's dive in. Mentally strong individuals have mastered the art of sidestepping the self-pity trap, a lesson the Stoics understood centuries ago. When life throws its inevitable curveballs, and oh, it will, it's tempting to spiral into self-pity. But here's the truth. Indulging in self-pity is like letting a leaky boat sink without plugging the hole. Instead of drowning in despair, resilient people, rooted in Stoic philosophy, focus on what they can control. Every setback becomes fuel for a comeback. Time spent wallowing is time stolen from recovery. By shifting your mindset to view challenges as opportunities for growth, you reclaim the narrative of your life. The next time you're tempted to dwell on misfortune, remember, time is the one resource you can never recover. Use it wisely. Step into the role of the active hero in your story, not a passive bystander. Resilient people hold firm to their power by mastering their reactions, a cornerstone of Stoic thought. You may not control what happens to you, but you always control how you respond. Whether it's a reckless driver cutting you off or a colleague stealing credit for your hard work, the Stoic principle remains clear. External events should never dictate your inner peace. When you allow anger or frustration to take the wheel, you surrender your power. And if your happiness hinges on others' actions, you're at their mercy. Stoicism teaches us to detach our well-being from external circumstances and anchor it instead in our reasoned choices. Respond with calmness and clarity, and no matter the storm raging around you, your inner world will remain steadfast. Change is the one constant we cannot escape, but mentally strong people don't merely accept it. They embrace it as a catalyst for growth. In Stoic philosophy, change is not just inevitable, it's essential for evolution. Whether it's starting a new job, relocating to an unfamiliar city, or breaking free from old patterns, change pushes us beyond our comfort zones. The beauty of Stoic thinking lies here. Rather than resisting change, mentally strong individuals lean into it. They ask, "What can I learn?" Instead of fearing the unknown, they see it as an opportunity to cultivate courage and adaptability. When you learn to flow with the winds of change while staying rooted in your core values, discomfort transforms into a powerful engine for growth. One of the greatest strengths of mentally strong people is their ability to distinguish between what they can control and what they cannot, a practice central to Stoic philosophy. This discernment liberates you from wasting energy on the unchangeable. Imagine being stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your response. Will you stew in frustration, or will you use the time to mentally prepare for the meeting, or perhaps enjoy a few moments of calming music? By choosing how you react, you reclaim your peace of mind. The Stoic lesson is both simple and profound. Focus on what you can influence and let go of the rest. Free yourself from battling the uncontrollable and redirect your energy towards shaping what you can. The outcome? A version of yourself that is calmer, more grounded, and infinitely more effective. By living according to Stoic principles, you don't just build resilience, You take the reins of your life with both hands. The chaos around you may swirl like a tempest, but instead of being swept away, you'll glide through it with grace, dancing boldly amidst the storm. These timeless practices transform barriers into stepping stones, guiding you toward a stronger, more centered version of yourself. Key Insight 1. Embrace Stoicism. Forge your own path. Mentally strong individuals understand that chasing universal approval is as futile as trying to hold water in their bare hands. It's an impossible task that drains energy better spent on what truly matters, staying true to your values and purpose. Stoicism reminds us that our power lies not in controlling others' opinions, but in mastering our own actions and intentions. When you bend over backward to please everyone, you risk eroding the very essence of who you are. Imagine this. You're at work, brimming with a bold idea for a project, a vision born from passion and hard-earned expertise. But if you tweak that idea endlessly to satisfy every voice in the room, you dilute its soul. What remains might be palatable to the crowd, but lacks the spark of authenticity. Mentally resilient people, however, present their ideas with clarity and conviction. They welcome feedback, but refuse to let the winds of external validation steer them off course. This isn't arrogance, it's courage. It's about standing firm in your truth, knowing that while some may disagree, others will admire your integrity. Stoicism teaches us that our worth isn't measured by how many people applaud us, but by how fiercely we remain loyal to our principles. So, the next time you feel the pressure to conform, remember, fulfillment doesn't come from fitting into someone else's mold. It comes from forging your own path with unshakable resolve. Key Insight 2. Take calculated risks. Face uncertainty with courage. Mentally strong individuals don't shy away from risk. They embrace it with wisdom and preparation. Stoicism champions this mindset, teaching that life's uncertainties can be met head-on when approached thoughtfully. Whether it's pursuing a new career, navigating a major life transition, or taking a personal leap of faith, these individuals weigh potential outcomes, prepare for challenges, and move forward with clarity. Consider this. Before embarking on any decision, they ask themselves, what's the worst that could happen? How likely is that scenario? By confronting these questions honestly, they strip fear of its power and replace it with readiness. Armed with logic and foresight, they step into the unknown, knowing they've equipped themselves to handle whatever comes their way. This isn't recklessness, it's calculated courage. And it's this deliberate approach that allows them to turn uncertainty into opportunity. Key Insight 3. Learn from the past, focus on the future. Stoics don't linger in regret or wallow in nostalgia. They know the past is immutable, a chapter written long ago that cannot be rewritten. Instead of dwelling on what could have been, they extract lessons from those experiences and carry them forward like torches lighting the path ahead. This isn't about ignoring emotions or suppressing memories. It's about transforming pain into progress. By focusing on the present moment and the infinite possibilities of tomorrow, mentally strong individuals avoid getting trapped in cycles of regret or longing. Every misstep becomes a teacher, offering insights that guide future actions. Through self-reflection and reason, they break free from harmful patterns, crafting lives rich with intention and growth. Key Insight 4. Celebrate other success. Fuel your growth. Mentally strong people don't harbor envy or resentment when others succeed. Stoicism teaches that comparison is a thief of joy. It steals focus from your own journey and diverts it towards someone else's milestones. Instead of feeling threatened by another's achievements, they celebrate them. They see success not as a competition, but as an opportunity to learn and grow. When others reach new heights, they ask, what strategies did they employ? How can I adapt these lessons to my own life? By shifting from jealousy to inspiration, they cultivate a mindset of continuous improvement. Their contentment stems not from outshining others, but from becoming the best version of themselves. Empower yourself with Stoicism. By embracing these Stoic principles, you fortify your resilience and unlock the freedom to live authentically. You make bold choices rooted in purpose, unswayed by the distractions of external validation or envy. You grow, not because you must, but because you choose to. In doing so, you become unstoppable, a beacon of strength, clarity, and unwavering resolve. Mentally resilient individuals possess an extraordinary capacity to transform what might easily devolve into bitterness into a catalyst for personal growth. They view the accomplishments of others not as threats, but as beacons of inspiration, lighting their path forward. Rather than succumbing to envy or insecurity, they harness another's triumph as fuel to ignite their own progress. By adopting this mindset, they nurture not only their well-being, but also foster an environment brimming with respect, encouragement, and mutual support. The next time you find yourself stewing in resentment over someone else's success, pause and reflect. Embrace the wisdom of using their achievements as a launchpad for your journey. Celebrate their victories, learn from their experiences, and let their momentum propel you toward new peaks. This approach cultivates a culture of collaboration and shared elevation, where everyone rises together rather than tearing each other down. Resilient individuals also understand that setbacks are woven into the fabric of life. They do not perceive failure as a dead end, but as a vital step in the learning process. Drawing from Stoic philosophy, they recognize that failure is not something to dread or evade, but an essential companion on the road to mastery. Mentally strong people refuse to let failure define them. Instead, they dissect what went awry, recalibrate their strategies, and emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined. By embracing this perspective, they transform every stumble into a stepping stone on the path to success. When confronted with adversity, remind yourself, this is not the finish line, but an invitation to reassess, refine, and renew your efforts. Use failure as fertile ground for gaining insight, honing your approach, and fortifying your resolve. This outlook empowers you to persevere through challenges, knowing that each hurdle brings you closer to your aspirations. Another hallmark of mentally robust individuals is their profound appreciation for solitude. In a world that often glorifies constant connectivity and relentless activity, they cherish moments of quiet reflection as opportunities for growth and rejuvenation. Like the Stoics, they see solitude not as isolation, but as a sanctuary for recharging, clearing mental clutter, and realigning with their core values. These periods of introspection, whether spent reading, journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in stillness, offer clarity and strengthen their inner resolve. During these deliberate pauses, they evaluate their journey, recalibrate their goals, and chart a course aligned with their deeper purpose. They understand that solitude is a powerful tool for self-discovery and personal evolution, equipping them with the resilience needed to navigate life's complexities. Self-reliance is another cornerstone of mental strength. Mentally resilient individuals operate with the understanding that the world owes them nothing. They take full ownership of creating their opportunities. Rooted in Stoic principles, they focus on contribution rather than consumption, building a foundation of accountability and grit. They know that lasting success is forged through action, discipline, and perseverance, not passive expectation. This proactive stance enables them to carve their own paths and shape their destinies with intention and purpose. Patience, too, is a defining trait of the mentally strong. They grasp that meaningful achievements require time and sustained effort. Eschewing the allure of instant gratification, they commit themselves to the long arc of growth and improvement. Success, they understand, is not a sprint, but a marathon, a culmination of consistent effort over time. This patient mindset allows them to remain steadfast in pursuit of their goals, even when progress seems slow or obstacles arise. It teaches them to value the journey itself, finding beauty and lessons in every step along the way. In every facet of life, these Stoic principles provide a compass for navigating challenges with grace and determination. They remind us that true strength is not measured by how swiftly we reach our goals, but by our ability to adapt, persist, and grow through adversity. By embracing these tenets, whether in